All right, it's time to continue figuring out what the secret of Strixhaven is. Flashback is such a cool card, really good design. I don't think it's like an amazing card for limited at all, but the fact that it's just called Flashback and that's what it does, it's very cool. So what are we thinking here? Awesome art on Spell Pierce, by the way. There's Zimon's Experiment. Could try to draft Converge. Look at the top 5 cards, reveal any number of land, up to 2 land or creatures, and the lands just could go right into play. So blue-red duel. There's also just 1 mana rampant growth on a stick. That might be better than the experiment, funnily enough. And there's Wilt in the Heat and Visionary's Dance. I want to draft a Converge deck if I can, and I think the first year is probably better for that, though the Zimon's Experiment also seems pretty good. Let's trick Zimon's Experiment under the logic that it's uncommon. And Mind into Matter. I actually think this card's awesome. Blue, green, X, draw X cards, then permanent to play with mana value X or less onto the battlefield. Tapped, sadly, but imagine casting this X equals 4. 6 mana to draw 4 cards. If you put a 4-drop into play, it's kind of like you spent 2 mana. There's also Stress Stream, which I think is a pretty strong card. Instant speed, deal 5, and then cast Sleight of Hand. I think I'm going to just go Mind over Matter plus, or Mind into Matter, plus it's a X spell. There's a couple ways to get value out of that. Tester of the Tangential I don't think is too bad. 2 mana, 1 increment. You can pay X to move the counters, but Burst Lightning looks great. Just a 1 mana burn spell. I think I'm going to be Teamer a decent amount of the time with this start, and I would rather just take a cheap removal spell. All right, I like where I'm at here. This is where I want to be. Now another Stress Stream. Sure, I'll take it now. You know, had I not been tricked by the first Zimon's Experiment, could have ended up just going straight blue-red maybe, but Mind into Matter is great. So I'll take a Stress Stream here, passing an Essence Scatter, which would also be pretty good. But I think Stress Stream is awesome. And here, well, red seems open. 1 mana deal 3, and Practical Joke is great too. The other thing I could do is ditch the Zimon's Experiment and be blue-red, probably splashing Mind into Matter still, but, you know, we'll see where we end up. Would I trade Mind into Matter for another Stress Stream right now? Maybe. Stress Stream is like casting Mind into Matter for 3. You draw 3, put a 3-drop into play. Instead, you deal 5, but you only draw 1. Yeah, I could see them both being good. I could also see ending up either blue-red splash green or blue-green splash red. Well, more like blue-green-red, just all 3 colors if I get enough fixing. The card I really want to see is the Loot. I think that card is incredible. The 2 blue-red makes all your lands tap for double and can tap to, as Library of Alexandria, tap to draw a card, but you can only tap it, use that mana for instants or sorceries, which not a problem here. I don't really want any of these cards. Definitely don't want Glorious Decay. 2 mana 2/2 that you can cast a treasure. Robo Rouser has Rummage. Honestly, I might just take Wander off because it's at least a good card. Maybe I'll splash this. I think those other cards are all very much replacement level cards or below for the deck I'm drafting so far. And if I end up in a Converge deck or a 5-color Loot deck, then boom. All right, well, Essence Scatter is awesome. Archaic's Agony is good. It's a Converge card. The problem is I have Mind into Matter and Stress Stream and Zimon's Experiment. I have 3 kind of expensive cards already, and I don't want the Aviator. I think this card's quite strong. 3 mana 2/3 flying, and it casts Jump over and over again, but Essence Scatter is great. Fractalize is also good if you have creatures, but because it's a combat trick that can also shrink their creature, depending on how you want to use it. But I'm just going to take Essence Scatter. I'm just going to take the cheap blue removal spell. I'll hide the Wander off for now. And really, my first 2 picks were green cards. I haven't taken a green card since, so it's worth noting that, though. I do like Fractal Mascot. 6 mana, 6/6 trample, tap something. I could also take a land. I don't want Kirill history buff, so really, and I don't care about Zombify, so it's really, do I take the Fractal Mascot, or do I take, the problem is these lands are like pretty far from where I'm at. Let's just take Fractal Mascot. I don't love it, but I think it makes sense. Oh, Potioner's Trove I think is actually pretty good for a Converged style deck. And I have 2 1-drops. So turn 3 Trove, Impractical Joke is awesome. And you can tap to gain 2 life if you've cast a spell. Not really sold on Spell Pierce. And Wilt in the Heat seems okay, but I already have an off-color removal spell if I want to end up there. And I think the Trove will help if I want to just be a 3-color deck. And here we've got an elemental mascot, I guess. I don't think I'm going to play this card very often. 3 mana, 1/4, Flying Vigilance. Gets +1/+0 when you cast a spell. If you cast a 5-drop, it exiles your top card and you can play it a turn later. But I'm not playing any of these other cards, so I guess there's also some value in cutting the blue-red card. Oh, blue-green land, I'm slamming that. I do think Stadium Tidal Mage is totally fine. 4 mana, 4/4, and it gets you a loot on attack and enter, but I should clearly just take the land here. I'll pass the Obzon cards to make it very clear that is not what I'm drafting. Is there any Cheons in this draft? No Cheons. And a bunch of people I don't recognize. All right. Not playing the Fire Dancer. All right, let's get some action. Veil of Summer. Not really action. Yeah, pretty medium pack. So there's Veil of Summer, which, again, a great sideboard card. There's Fractalize. I actually don't mind Procrastinate. Blue X, tap a creature, put twice X stun counters. For 4 mana, you tap it for 6 turns. That's pretty good. Visionary's Dance is also not bad. 7 mana, make 2 3/3 flyers, but also just 2 mana, discard it to cast Sleight of Hand. Or 2 mana, 1/2, when you cast instant or sorcery spell, loot, and if it costs 5 or more, you just draw. I do like the Muse Seeker a fair amount. I'm not sure which of the Muse Seeker and Visionary's Dance I want. I don't want Ancestral Anger. Last Gasp is great, but I'd rather not play another color if I don't need to. Similarly, a black-green land isn't really where I'm at. I think I'm going to take Muse Seeker here. I don't know. They both seem decent. Okay, Added Evolution's interesting. Make a 0/0, make a 3/3 fractal and get a ++1 counter every turn. Tome Blast is obviously great. Blue-green land isn't bad. As additional cost to cast the spell, pay X life, destroy artifacts and creatures mana value X or less. I mean, Vicious Rivalry seems awesome. But I think I'm just going to take Tome Blast. There's also Hydro Channeler that taps for mana for only to cast instants. But, I mean, Tome Blast is pretty good. And then, Wisdom of the Ages. Okay. I think this card's actually great. 7 mana, return all your instants and sorceries, and you have no max hand size. We're taking that. We're taking it over Muldrifter. Look, I'm just going to take out the mascot for a second here, but I am just playing as many spells as I can. Now I wish I'd taken the 7 mana spell over Muse Seeker, and then cast Wisdom of the Ages to finish the game off. Now there's a Sanar, which is a 2 mana 0/4 and taps to make a treasure. Also is prepared to cast a 5 mana search for an instant or sorcery. Or a Visionary's Dance, but I think Essence Scatter is still just what I want. You just can't really go wrong with a bunch of Essence Scatters. So I don't really want Fractal Mascot. I want like no creatures in my deck. Though Mind Node into Matter, you do want a permanent to put into play. It's okay, I'll put a Potioner's Trove in. I mean, this is somehow the 3rd Wisdom of Ages deck I've drafted in early access, so you can see where my head's at, but not that that's a big surprise. And here, what is Choreograph Sparks? Red, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control, choose new targets, or copy target creature, but it gains haste. I don't think this card's good. I don't really think Archaic's Agony is that likely to be played. I could play Muse's Encouragement, 5 mana, make a 3/3, flying, flash. I could also just take Last Gasp. Last Gasp is a lot better, but you know what? At that point, I'd rather just take the Archaic's Agony if I'm going to take a splash card. I don't know. Not really that excited about either of them. Okay, here's... Erode is really good. 1 mana, it's Path to Exile. It destroys, but it can also hit Planeswalkers. I don't want Bulk Up. I don't really want Gareth as an Excavator. So do I want Procrastinator or Erode? I mean, if I have Potioner's Trove and such cards, then a 1 white spell is not that hard to cast, but I think I'll just take Procrastinate and just try to stick to 3 colors here. Diary, oh wow, Vampiric Tutor, that's funny. Not a good card in Limited for the most part. So this is a 2 mana, 5-tap draw card, but it gets cheaper for every spell you play? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Seize the Spoils also, discard a card, draw 2, make a treasure. It's the sort of thing this deck wants. If I'd taken the path, I might take Repel Calamity, because this is also a very good removal spell. But I like Seize the Spoils well enough. The other thing is, I'm basically just blue-red at this point. Here, look, there's another Procrastinate. So what is this? Oh, it just prepares or unprepares something. Yeah, and there's also Cycling for 1 mana, but I don't really care about that. Okay, so I'm probably going to be blue-red splashing Mind into Matter, and honestly, depending on how things go, I might just cut the Mind into Matter. These green cards not really doing that much for me. Green just didn't really seem open in pack 1. Not that it's that open in pack 2, so no strong reason to play it. I guess Hydro Channeler is kind of interesting. I still don't really want Ancestral Anger in my deck. It just doesn't do anything. It cycles. I don't care about attacking them, much less with Trample. The Archaic's Agony. So this deals X and it exile, and for all the excess damage, it exiles that many cards. You can play them until the end of your next turn. And the X is different colors you play for this, but I mean, I guess with like Splashlands and Potioner's Trove, who knows? Let's just take the Stadium Title Mage. I don't know how often I play this card, but I just am not going to play Fractalize in my deck, so kind of doesn't matter. Sure, I'll take Chase Inspiration in case I find a really good creature, which I currently don't have. Well, somewhat regretting Muse Seeker over the Elemental Exhibition card, whatever that 7-mana card is, but we'll see how pack 3 goes. I have a good amount of playables. Oh, this has got to be good. 3-mana, 3/3, Ward 1 and Haste, and when you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets ++1, but if you spend 5 on it, you make a copy of it. There's also Zephyr and the Tempest, which I also think is pretty good. 7-mana, 5/7, but you can play an instant or sorcery for free each turn. Play that, Slam Wisdom of the Ages or Stress Stream. Another Burst Lightning, which I don't think I need. I think I'm going to take the Stallion. I could use a couple more expensive cards, but Procrastinate can be a 5-mana spell if you need it to. And maybe I'll wheel Zephyr and the Tempests. Yeah, that could definitely happen. And here, how far we've gone. I'll take a quick study. Sack 2 lands, get 4. There's also another Portioner's Trove, but I think just a draw 2 looks pretty good with what I have right now. I'm also not even playing any other colors, so I could not play the Trove, though gaining life off it isn't too bad. I might play another color. I might play Mind in the Matter. Who knows? And here, Rapturous Moment. 6 mana, draw 3, discard 2, add 5 mana. There's also the Transcendent Archaic, but I don't think I'm doing that. Or Run Behind is the other option. I just feel like I could use another card draw spell. Weird that you might feel that way, but but I do. Ooh, I like a Deduce as well. 2 mana, draw a card, investigate. Okay. Right, as of right now, a Braid? Yeah, Braid's got to be better than Prismari Charm, right? Surveil 2, draw a card, deals 1 damage to 2 targets, bounce permanent? Yeah. There's also Pigment Wrangler, which is a 5-mana 4/4 flying, and it lets you copy your next spell. You can pay a red to play a spell that copies your next one, but I mean, a Braid is just great. And Feed the Swarm? No. I'll take Ancestral Anger, because why not? And then here, so 2 mana, 1/3 reach, and it deals 1 when you cast a spell, but if you cast an expensive spell, it deals 3. I don't think I care about that. I'll take another Seize the Spoils here. And I will play this Mind in the Matter, I think. I've got a couple ways to fix for it. I wouldn't mind another win condition. Maybe I have to play like a Fractal Mascot or something. I don't know. Aberrant Mana Worm? No, I'll just take a Run Behind here. So I'm winning with currently just drawing enough cards that they concede. Okay. I don't think I want that Mascot. I mean, maybe I just play Fractal Mascot as a random 6/6. Because this puts me at 1 card too many, but I mean, yeah, the Muse Seeker pick really didn't work out. Hydro Channeler looks just okay. I could definitely cut that card as well. Yeah, I mean, I can draw a lot of cards, and that's mostly what I can do. Usually that is good enough to win a lot of games, just because, I mean, I have a Color Storm Stallion, a Stadium Title Mage, a Fractal Mascot, and Zephyr and the Tempests? All right. Over Homesickness? I think so. This is draw 2, tap 2 creatures, and stun them both. I think I'll take Zephyr and the Tempests and just try to just play something big. Oh man, Planner Engineering. I mean, I guess I'm not going to play the Rabble Rouser anyway. Is there any shot I play Splash Green for fixing? Well, I probably shouldn't do that. I'll take not Muse Seeker, Hydro Channeler, I think. I need to take out 1 card. Do I take out the Muse Seeker? I maybe do. I mean, I just think it is ultimately my weakest card. I have a lot of removal. Evanescent Scatters, Seize the Spoils. I guess the second Seize the Spoils might not be as good. I could also potentially play this Agony because I'll have, Transcendent Archaic. I mean, I'll take it. You know, with two Seize the Spoils, oh look, I can play this Field of Strife. All right, maybe I get a couple Converge cards in. Because, oh, Terrafractal, hold on. I'm just going to take the land. And the reason is, well, first of all, I could have splashed past Exile. But I think I'm just going to play the two Converge cards. And I have a couple different ways to get the right mana for them. Two Fields of Strife and Forest. So I have 4 colors of mana plus Potioner's Trove and 2 Seize the Spoils. I think that'll be legit if I want to do it this way. 7 mana, 6/6 Vigilance, and then you probably draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards. Yeah, and then 5 mana deal. Let's say it's a 5 mana deal 3, kill a 2/2, and reveal the top 2 cards. I mean, Zafai into Wisdom of the Ages seems pretty good. All right. I mean, I do have to cut 2 cards, but this looks like maybe I cut the Archaic's Agony and just play the Transcendent Archaic. I just want another way to like kind of close out the game. I feel like this deck is actually at like real risk of decking itself, which I don't normally put much credence in, but I'll take the Stadium Title Mage out. I don't think that. I mean, it's a 4 mana 4/4. I'd rather just have a really big card instead. And I don't think I want Planar Engineering or Zimone's Experiment here. I have 1, 2 green cards, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green, 7 red source. I think I can actually play 1 more mountain and 1 less. So I have 8 red. Yeah. All right. Let's see how well this works. I do actually wish I had like another way to close the game out, but I think this looks pretty good. All right. Battling Jetmir. And I go first. Yeah. It'd be really nice if I didn't have to kill anything turn 1 and I could play Diary of Dreams on turn 2. It looks like it's the case. I don't need to keep up Essence Scatter this turn. I can do it later. Yeah, I mean, look at this. I get to play a Hydro Channeler. You know what? I think I'm going to Seize the Spoils, discard a Burst Lightning, put a page counter, draw 2. I'll let them have their Hydro Channeler for a turn here, and then next turn I can go Abrade plus Essence Scatter. Also, it's only cast instant or sorceries, so I don't really know what they could play here. Deal 1, draw 2 cards, discard a card. Okay, so they're missing land drops, I guess. Even if I killed this, they could have just cast this X = 0 to draw 2, discard. Oh, and they missed their land drop still. Okay. Deal 3. Kill that so they can't cast any more divinations. Pass the turn. And I can use Diary of Dreams. Oh, they discarded a sorcery. Now they get to look at the top 3 cards, but 2 of them in their hand. Look at you. What a good card. It's okay. I think I'm doing just fine here. I assume they're going to play a land now. It'd be kind of weird if they didn't. All right, let's just draw. Sack a treasure to draw a card. I think that's well worth it. I mean, Diary of Dreams is looking pretty nice now. They do have to discard. That's funny. Draw. I think I'm just going to... It's kind of brutal, but I'm just going to play Potioner's Trove. Because if I Diary and don't draw a land there, it's just ridiculous. And now I can go Trove plus leave up Essence Scatter, which I think is worth doing because it also makes my Diary get even smaller. Oh, they're bouncing the Diary after all this work. I think that's going to be okay. Let's go Gardens and pass the turn. Because I think I could play Diary and leave 3 mana up and do nothing, but I think I'd rather just keep up Stress Dream. So they didn't do anything here? Up to 1 target creature. Now let's just take my turn. It's fine. Play a land. Now I'll play the Diary, and I'll leave Run Behind up. Okay. I am going to want to Run Behind that. Dipping an instant was pretty good for them. But I don't need to do it right now. It's cheaper if I cast it while attacking. I guess I will. Sure. And that goes away. They can put it on top or bottom. And they have 6 mana. Oh, they didn't do anything? All right, well, I'll gain 2 life then. Draw. I don't really want to just tap out for Zephyr and the Tempest and have it get countered or something. If they're not doing anything and I have a diary, I don't know, seems fine just to pass. Oh. See, that's the kind of thing that's going to be a problem. I have 23 cards left. Maybe. They're going to play a... Oh, they didn't play anything? Okay, well, I assume they're going to play a 5-mana spell now. Vanishing Betrayal. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I still get to draw. I'm not really that worried about not drawing enough cards here. So find the Tempests. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, huh. There is an Essence Scatter in my graveyard. They have 3 mana up. 18 cards. I'm trying to, I think I will just play this. Okay, they didn't have a counter. And then Wisdom of the Ages, and sadly they would still have their thing back, but I think I could also draw 3, but I think I'm just going to cast Wisdom of the Ages for 0 here. And pass the turn. They can play their thing and they can mill me down to 8 cards. So I'm not planning on casting a bunch of card draw here, but I've got, if I can untap here without them playing a 5-mana spell, obviously that would be great because I'd have Essence Scatter up at that point. I could have played Rapturous Moment, but I feel like casting a card draw spell actually isn't what I want, especially since my mascot is milled. I have the Archaic, but that does draw me cards. I'd have to like specifically cast it with as few different sources as possible. I guess 2 is the least. If I get to untap now, I assume I'm in great shape. Really, my one concern is like that they could mill me out. Like that is my main fear with this deck is that I don't close the game before running out of cards. But we'll see. I guess they have to do this now, basically. They're just not gonna do anything. All right, I'll take my turn. Attack with the Zephyr and the Tempests. And they're at 15. I have 8 points of burn. Could have braid their thing. I mean, I should probably play a spell for free. I don't think I want it to be a card draw spell. Guess Tome Blast that for free and see what they do. They could have played Tome Blast and then milled for 10, but they chose not to, and I'm hoping it's because they have like a counter or a bounce spell and they're going to try to save this thing. All right, they are just going to mill me for 10. All right, and they milled the Archaic. I have 7 cards left. I'll let them do this because I don't really care about that. This gets another page counter. I'm not really planning on drawing too much off that, I wouldn't say. And then procrastinate that thing for a sufficient amount, I would say. So I have 7 cards left. 8. They're mostly lands. Okay. Right? I have 6, 7, 8 lands in play, and then 5 Magriver, so 4 lands left out of those cards because yeah, no lands are exiled. It really is just going to come down to if they have another way to mill me, which I don't think they will most likely. Ancestral Anger. I mean, I have kind of a lot of removal, so I don't really need to abrade to stop them from cycling a card. Okay, they're going to pass. I'm just going to take my turn. The Zephyr and the Tempest is like all I've got left here. Sure. I mean, I'll put it on top, certainly. And I have 7 cards left. I'm going to draw this Zephyr and the Tempests. And I'll play it. And I think I just passed the turn. I don't have Run Behind up anymore, which, is a little scary. But I still have Essence Scatter up. And I have 6 points of burn, so I just need to hit 2 more times. Do I have another creature that can attack here? Oh, the Color Storm Stallion is also gone, and the Fractal Masket. I have like 4 creatures that can attack, basically. This has 7 toughness, though. It's not hard, or not easy to kill that thing. Oh, they're going to let me take my turn? Oh, I like that. Oh. I will actually Essence Scatter the Deluge. This taps my thing down. I want that Mana Sculpt. Okay. Is acceptable. So they mana drain my Essence Scatter. Now I have 5 cards left. I mean, I guess I just chill. I could play a spell for free, but I don't. I mean, deal 3 damage to target creature. Oh, and I didn't even play it for free. Whatever. All right. Pass the turn. I'm gonna upkeep Surveil. Okay. I mean, I guess they have 2 mana drain mana coming, so. Or wait, no, they don't even, because this wasn't in play, and this isn't a wizard. Never mind. I thought this was a mana drain coming. All right, Hydro Channeler, sure. Take my turn. Draw. Attack. I have 4 cards left. I guess I'll cast this for free. It doesn't really matter how many cards I have left, in the sense that like either this thing hits one more time or it doesn't. And I think we're actually going to be fine now. Oof, it was close. But this was also kind of the worst case scenario where they played a literal mill 10. Like this, where'd that idiot go? Exhibition Tidecaller. I mean, it's possible they could find something here, but I have Run Behind to bounce my own Zephyr if I need to. Do I have enough card draw? The thing is that the diary was actually really good, and it got me to the point where I cast this stuff. Like, again, I guess I could even be surveilling, whatever. All right. And cast for 0 with kicker 4. All right. Tome Blast. Yeah, I mean, card draw. Obviously, now that I have so few cards in deck, some of the card draw in my hand is dead. But I drew my entire deck. That's what card draw is good for. So obviously, the mill cards didn't really help. Is there anything else? I mean, in terms of killing them, like the Stallion also does do a pretty good job. I have 3 pretty big win conditions. Well, 4 if you count the Fractal Mascot. I guess I could play the Stadium Tide Mage. Is there any thought to playing that over maybe like a Procrastinate? Yeah, let's try that. I don't know how if it's going to work out, but having one more creature wouldn't have been too bad in that spot. All right, battling Nahiri. Yeah, that's what that is. I'm on the play. I'll keep this hand. Field of Strife into turn 2 Diary. Basically, what I was trying to say kind of poorly is casting enough card draw that you can't cast any more card draw usually means you're in a fine position. Better to have too much than too little, you know? Ooh. The thing is, in the Diary Mirror, the man with a braid is the king. Kill that. Play a land. And then if they play a creature, I can go Impractical Joke, draw with Diary of Dreams. Sounds pretty great to me. Oh, and it's a 3-drop that doesn't do anything if I kill it? All right. Kill that. Diary up. I mean, 2 spells in and Diary of Dreams is already pretty great. And I've got to procrastinate at some point. I could procrastinate for 2 and still use the diary if I want to. Okay, 2/2 prowess, opus, whatever. Raw. Well, I'll let them hit me if they want, because I want to use diary and have up essence scatter. Elemental mascot. Let's use the diary. And essence scatter it. Now the diary doesn't cost very much at all. Oh, yeah, let's go Rapturous Moment. I could also go Zephyr in the Tempest, but I think just doing this here looks pretty good. And I already have some things to discard. Let's discard those 2 lands. And then diary costs 1. I could have actually drawn in response. Didn't think I needed to do that. Yeah, I'll draw and discard a card. I'll discard discard Deduce, actually. Because I'm going to get it back with Wisdom of the Ages at some point here. 5 spells. Deluge Virtuoso, tapping down the Tidium Statal Mage. Tidium Statal Mage. Stadium Tidal Mage, thank you very much. I mean, this looks pretty great. Into Wisdom of the Ages for free. Getting back 5 spells. And I can draw a diary if I want. Dear Diary. Jackpot. What do we got? Rapturous Moment, Essence Scatter, Raid. Yeah. I mean, we can... It seems very quickly that my deck ends up in a spot where it basically... Here, I'm just going to draw now, so I don't have priority anymore. Basically can draw its deck. Here is where, if I had one Exhibition Tidal Mage, or whatever that thing is called, the 1 mana O2 that mills, it would be perfect. But I'm going to bounce Zephyr in the Tempest. Oh, no. All right. That is the last damage they're going to deal to me, I suspect. Let's go Zephyr in the Tempests. Rapturous Moment for free. Mountain Deduce. And a lot of mana. Potioner's Trove. Didn't really use the right mana, but that's okay. Deal 3 to Fire Dancer. And play my land. Attack. I guess I will loot, sure, discard a land. And they go to 16 here. And I have Burst Lightning up, which I don't really need, or sorry, Impractical Joke. So I guess I'll just cast this now. I'll just kill the Matter Bending Mage. And pass. And maybe they'll do some damage to me this turn, but we're going to be done after that. Because then I'll go Color Storm Stallion into Procrastinate. I have 14 cards left. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, it doesn't give haste or anything. Or were they just not planning on attacking with the Deluge Virtuoso, I guess? I don't think I even need to draw. Let's go with... I'm going to start using the Trove to draw, I think. Let's go with Color Storm. Here, let's go Run Behind, cast for free on the Soloists. So that way they can't cast a 5-drop next turn. And then I can go Stallion, Procrastinate, gain life off the Trove. Deduce, pinging me for 1. Sure. Then I assume put it on top. Most of the time I feel like, oh, no, I guess they didn't have much to go with it. All right, play this. Procrastinate. X equals 4 on the Deluge Virtuoso. Trigger the Stallion. Make another one. Gain 2 life. Attack, decline to draw. Oh, that was even lethal. I honestly didn't even do the math. Okay, okay. The book has worked out nicely so far. All right, battling whatever the Moogle guy from Final Fantasy was. Yeah, I mean, this looks great. Look at this. 2 removal spells and 2 card draw spells. Ooh, and a Color Storm Stallion. Why not? Might want to save that for 8 mana, the way these games have been going. All right, well, I'm just going to Tome Blast that thing. Right out of existence. No reason to let them cast Make a Treasure. See what they do here. I might play the Stallion this turn. It has Ward 1, so it's like a little hard to kill. If they do nothing and pass, I'll just go land go. Seize the spoils, discarding, turn the favor. Interesting. All right, well, let's get the Stallion down. Because that way, in 2 turns, I can cast a 5-mana spell. And there's ways to kill this, but there aren't that many ways to kill this. All right, that one is pretty good. That's Stadium Title Mage, large sized. Oh, hi, Jules. Hi, Jules. Let's go Paradox Gardens, pass. I'll let them hit me. And I'm just going to cast Quick Study end of turn, I think. Maybe I should have just seized the spoils, actually. Discarded the mountain. Well, I don't want to discard a Braid or Mind no matter. Oh, another Stadium Title Mage. Stadium Title Mage. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that card is pretty big. All right, Quick Study. Draw. Transcendent Archaic. Actually, so yeah, let's go. Never matter for 3. Oops. Well, 3. And I'll put a Potioner's Trove into play tapped. And I think here I'm going to pass and try to double block. Let's see. How well would that work? Why are they playing their land before attacking with their looters? They keep doing that. I mean, it's just easy to make that mistake, I guess. They discarded those 2. You know what? I'm actually going to take it one more turn. Go to 8. Which is really 6 with a Tome Blast. But I feel like the fact that these will make 2 more Stallions if they don't kill any of them means waiting a turn sounds pretty good. Well, I'd have to either cast Wisdom or Flashback Tome Blast to do that. But those both seem like pretty legit plays to make. Ooh, 6 mana 4/4. Get back. Turn the favor. Copy target instant sorcery. Change the target. Oh, I guess I should do my thing now. Oh, Rapturous Moment. That was a draw. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, let's play Rapturous Moment. I draw another expensive spell. Didn't quite. I'm gonna have 6 mana because this costs 7 is the thing. I guess I could Tome Blast though. Let's discard a Field of Strife and a Deduce. Get 5 mana back. Tome Blast you. Wait, hold on. Oh, I already played my land. Okay, I can't Tome Blast and a Braid. Yeah, guess I'll Tome Blast my opponent here. They're at 15. These things all have haste. Okay, well, Color Storm Stallion, that's a hell of a card. Don't really fault them for attacking, but oh man, did that not work out for them? I guess me playing 2 5-mana spells in the same turn is pretty unlikely on 7 mana, but drawing the 6 mana, draw 3, make 5 mana card. All right. I mean, that's kind of working as intended. 3-0. Let's go. Jules, let's chill. All right. Opponent goes first, but I have 1 mana removal, 2 mana removal, 2 mana card draw spell. I mean, that's just perfection. This has been a very clean deck. The only thing that's missing, as I mentioned, is like a more robust win condition, but we're going to burst lightning that. You can't flash your thing back, but other than that, it's pretty nice. It's just card draw and removal. Do enough of that, you're in good shape. Okay. Let's deduce. Diary of Dreams, huh? I'll wait on the Diary of Dreams because I'm probably going to run behind on the Spirit Mascot. We'll see what they do. Group Project. Okay. You have another creature. Another spirit mascot. So I'm going to be mana inefficient here. I'm going to kill the spirit mascot so they can't flash back their thing. Play a land. Oh, I have stress stream now. Now, just passed the turn. We got disconnected, but I think I just passed the turn again. And hope that they only have one thing. All right. Oh, actually, which one do I want? I think I'm actually going to run behind on the 2/2. No reason to give them an option of whether to draw a 2/2 or not. And if they're attacking me, it kind of feels like they don't have a creature, because otherwise they would have played it. So look at that. Let's draw, because there's a chance if I draw Essence Scatter, I wouldn't want to. All right. Oh, I guess actually I should have drawn, because then I would have played Paradox Gardens instead of the other one. All right, we're going to keep them all from finishing their group project. No, they just drew Antiquities on the loose. Wow. All right, that was a pretty nice draw. So it makes 2 2/2s, and then put a +1/+1 counter on each spirit. Well, I mean, I guess I'll nug this thing, and I'll keep. I think I'll keep the Trove. I don't think I need the. Wow, they had to draw a double creature thing, and they sure did. Okay. And now they get back a spirit mascot. Yeah, they're doing the thing. This is going to be a little more challenging. It looked like we had gotten to a really good spot, but peeling that was pretty gross. Okay, so now I can cast this for 4 if I want. Or I can just cast a big mascot. I mean, I can't really cast Mind Over Matter. I have 3 tokens over there. We got to go Fractal Mascot. Tap Spirit Mascot, pass the turn. Here's where not having a sweeper is pretty tough, because now they can flash this back and make a bunch of spirits, or they can just spend 5 mana to kill that. Attack for 6. Okay. Draw. Yeah. I mean, I can do some tome blasting and whatnot, but I don't think I have a shot here. All right. Yeah. Antiquities on the loose. That was the whole game right there. Because if they don't do that, I overpower them pretty easily. But they I was the whole game was trying to keep them off of a group project, but didn't manage to do that. Drawing the two card thing was too much. All right. Next round here, and on the play, we're putting a lot on Deduce's shoulders here, but on the play, I think this hand is fine. I've got some expensive cards, no doubt. But look, my 2-drop draws a card, and then my 3-drop draws 2 cards, and then my 4-drop also draws a card, and then my 6-drop draws a card. My 7-drop doesn't draw cards, but lets me cast card draw. So one could say we got a theme here. The theme is dying to 1/1s. Well, a Braid is a good card if they play a creature here that I need to kill. 2/1. All right. Draw off to Deuce. Draw. All right, land, please. All right, land. I think I'm going to pass here. I could Burst Lightning plus crack my Clue. I'd rather just cast Quick Study, though. I'll take 3. Okay, well, if they're going to do that, I guess I'll do that. Oh, do they have a trick? All right, fair enough. I still draw a card. Okay. Well, this was gonna be pretty good against me either way, so I'm glad I did that now. Now, actually, let's go practical joke on that, and then I'm gonna quick study. I could play the Stadium Title Mage, but I kind of feel like drawing 2 is good. I didn't really have anything in my hand I really wanted to discard. Okay. One on top, one on bottom. Draw 2, end of turn. All right. Let's play the Title Mage. Probably discard Seize the Spoils here, I think. I guess, yeah, I will. And I'll play Paradox Gardens. All right. Well, a land would be nice for Rapturous Moment, but I could also play Stallion. But I can play Rapturous Moment off of Zephi and the Tempest, so I'm going to play this. Playing the Paradox Garden actually kind of didn't work because now in order to keep a Braid up, I had to play an untapped land, so if I had played Field of Strife, it would have worked out, but I had Paradox Garden and I have green cards in my deck. I don't have any white cards, so that was the reason I did that, but thinking through this, it kind of didn't make sense. Okay, well. Oof. Big oof for my opponent there. Well, makes me glad I got the interjection out of their hand earlier. Okay, a 4/3 Flying Vigilance isn't bad. That's their last card. I guess I'll cast this. It would have been really nice to draw a land. I drew a 7-drop instead. That's okay. I'll discard those 2 lands. And then play Field of Strife. And then waste 5 mana. Pass the turn. Take 4 down to 11. Draw Wisdom of the Ages. Okay, let's go Zephi and the Tempests. Wisdom of the Ages for 0. Make 2 more Stallions. Put a million cards in my hand. And no. No. Let's just pass. The problem with attacking all 3 is if they then kill Zephi and then they attack me back for like 7 or 8 damage, I could lose the game that way. Can't really lose the game if I just chill here. Okay, so they're going to look at their top 4 cards, put 1 in their hand and the rest in the graveyard, and then next turn I'm going to untap and cast this for free off Zephi, make 2 more Stallions, cast Burst Lightning, make 4 more Stallions. I think the game's going to end is what's going to happen here. Okay. This goes to the graveyard, smart. Graduation Day, land. All right, this is going to be a gross turn. Let's start with a free Rapturous Moment. Make sure I'm not getting decked or anything. Oh, it doesn't make the Stallions because... right. I didn't spend the mana. That's really funny. Okay, well, it's still going to be a pretty gross turn, but obviously a little bit less bad. Let's draw 4. Or no, let's just draw 3 because that's going to put 2 Stallions into play. Right. Let's put a Potioner's Trove into play. And then run behind on the Stone Glider. Impractical Joke on the Ink Mage. I mean, they're still just so unbelievably dead. And Raid on the Elite Interceptor. All right, Color Storm Stallion has, I'll decline to draw, has been pretty good here. Might as well. Just get all the triggers. I mean, we hit for like 30 damage or something? To negative 23, 43 damage, I guess. So yeah. Not bad. All right, 4-1. Let's go. All right, battling whatever that is. I don't really know. Opponent goes first. All right, well, this hand, a Braid, I would say, holds this hand together nicely. What do I play on turn 2? I didn't play a creature. I think I'm going to play Island because the odd that I want to Braid their 3-drop is probably better than playing a tap land. Oh, well, I don't really want to Braid their 3/1/1s, so that's pretty good. I need to be able to Braid this turn's play so then I can play the Stadium Title Mage after, but Op 2 is getting me good here. Just don't really have a good 1-for-1 trade. All right. Wow. Until the end of your next turn, you can cast that card. To it is getting me good. Okay. I need them not to have an answer to this Stadium Title Mage because I can overpower a bunch of 1/1s, but I don't have that much time. I need to get Zephi and the Tempests down. Draw. Well, I'm going to discard Dire of Dreams. There's just no shot I'm using that this game. Okay. So they have to cast Hop 2 at this turn. I think they have a one mana, like an Impractical Joke or something like that. Monstrous Rage. Okay. Sure. That's the same thing, basically. Well, let's go draw 3. I mean, it does let me put a land into play, which is pretty nice. So next turn I can play Tempest into Rapturous Moment. I take 5 going down to 10. Okay, 2/2 Dork. We can live with that. Uh-oh, they're doing something. They're sacking this, or Lorehold Charm. So they're just casting that as a deal 5. Sure, that's not an unreasonable play at all. Tempests, Rapturous Moment. Need to draw some stuff. Okay. Yes, I'll discard 2 lands. And then I'll play Seize the Spoils and discard a Procrastinate. And then I'll play a Potioner's Trove. Tap it to gain 2 life. All right. They have absolutely nothing, and they haven't been playing lands for a few turns. Then I'll still probably lose to these tokens at some point here. I'll block there. They're going to sack this to kill my Trove. Oh, they didn't? And that's not good news for me. They're probably just going to kill me then. Shocker. All right, all right. 4 and 2. I think I can get another 1 or 2 here. All right. Oh, battling Charles Wong. He drafts cubes sometimes. I'm on the play. Looks good. Just need a mountain. Mountain and we're set. Island go. Huh? All right. But he had priority. He's got an instant for a blue. Huh. Don't know what that is. Well, I haven't drawn a mountain yet, but I've drawn islands, so at least I'm making my land drops. At least I'm making my land drops. Unfortunate. All right, there goes a mountain. Stadium Title Mage or Seize the Spoils? I really don't want my Siege to Spoils to get countered. I'll just play this. Discard Seize the Spoils. What is going on over there? Bounce my Stadium Title Mage? Okay. Guess I'll play Color Storm Stallion now. Because I get to keep up Essence Scatter. And also, the Stallion goes pretty hard. Well, he drew Mountain, so we both were looking for red. Rabble Rouser? Oh, Essence Scatter that for sure. Spell Pierce. That's what he had up? No, but I didn't play anything the first turn. I'm glad I didn't go for Seize the Spoils. Wow. Spell Pierce good. It's certainly good against me. Steal the Show. That's also deals damage equal number of spells in your graveyard. It's also not bad. Let's make another Stallion. I bet you wish you had your Spell Pierce back. I'm going to discard a Mountain and I think a Run Behind. Keep the Abrade. Play Burst Lightning with Kicker on the Rabble Rouser. Make 2 more Stallions. I mean, the game's just over, so. Yeah, the Stallion card, especially with Rapturous Moment, is pretty nice. If you can get the second trigger on Stallion, it's obviously just ridiculous. All right, 5 and 2. I like it. So my draft so far, it's like Lorehold 2 and 3, Silver Quill 3 and 3. They both look really good, but maybe they weren't. I don't really know how these decks are supposed to look yet. Then Prismari 7 and 2. We'll see. And Prismari 7 and 1. So the numbers are in. It's looking like blue. Blue is good. Here, Seize the Spoils will hopefully get me to this Transcendent Archaic, and I'll probably discard this Procrastinate. But we'll see. Frog napping instead of drawing when he's supposed to be drawing. Procrastinate's going to be my discard. I would not mind getting to Essence Scatter this turn. Oh yeah. If you gained 2 life or did something, yeah, it becomes prepared and does some stuff. Seize the spoils, discard Procrastinate, draw 2. Oh man, it looks like I might miss a land drop. Better cast Quick Study. How can you not love this deck? It's just all removal spells and card draw. That's it. I guess I have Run Behind if that thing gets out of control. So let's go Quick Study, try to hit a land drop here. That's awkward. I drew 4 cards, +1 for my turn, 5 cards, didn't hit a land. All right, well. 2/2, and you gain a life. Pest Mascot is now a 3/4. +1/+2 on a turn and gain a life. Sure. Land, please. Best I can do is a 7 drop. All right, well, let's go. Man, I actually think I'm going to Tome Blast this. This is awful. Well, this is how you go down. Man, so brutal. 2 card draw spells, didn't hit a land. My hand is just stacked. Well, that'll happen. If you don't hit a land, you're drawing all spells. So that part is just whatever. I really don't want to use this treasure, though. So let's see. They might cast this. Yeah, all right. Then I'm loading up on that. I actually don't mind that so much, because if I just draw a land here, I can Burst Lightning that and then Run Behind their 6/7, and then I think I'm in good shape. Okay, land. Burst Lightning. And it's not really suspicious, because Burst Lightning couldn't kill this anyways. It'll be sick if they don't attack, if they had the sick read, but it's pretty hard for that tap in day 1. I mean, now I'm getting closer. I really want to hit just lands in a row. I've got the 1 treasure. It's going to let me accelerate 1 thing out. I've got to discard a 7. I guess I'll discard the Transcendent Archaic. 2, 3. Huh? Oh, another 7. Okay. Guess I'll just deal 3 to that. I really can't use this treasure. I drew another 7. Are you kidding me? Oh man. All right. I go to 8. I am starting to run out of removal though. I've cast 4 removal spells in a row. All right. 1/2 Death Touch. Yeah, we can live with that. Oh my god. All right. Play the Stallion. Let them use their removal spells on it. I'm not going to attack. I'd rather block the Pest. And I don't really want to trade for the Newt, though I suspect they're going to kill my thing because they have a couple cards in hand. They would have played a big creature last turn if they had it. They just played the Newt. What else can I draw that's bad? I'm curious now. I'm probably going to draw the... I mean, honestly, drawing the draw 3, the blue draw card isn't so bad. It's just the black-green land, yeah. Okay, that thing's wandered off. I'll go to 6 here. I did draw that, sure. I'll draw 3 cards, I guess. Okay, well, let's play a land. Oh, and I get to play a land. Okay. I mean, next turn I go to 4, but I can play Zephyr and the Tempests into Wisdom of Ages. I would really like for them not to play a big card this turn. I'm already tapping their mana so slowly and strangely. Like, why does it matter? It's not good if... Are they casting the double Raise Dead? That's what they're doing. Oh, man. That's what they drew? I guess I'm dead. I needed, like, maybe 2 more turns. 1 more turn of if it wasn't this turn, and then next turn they could draw something and be okay, but now I lose. Because they're going to get back this, and it's going to be prepared. And they can cast... and that's why they're tapping their mana that way, because they want to be able to cast Sign in Blood. It's 1/3 flying. Go to 4, and now it's prepared to cast Sign in Blood. I mean, they kind of should just Sign in Blood me, honestly. But I guess they should just Sign in Blood themselves, I guess. All right, well, I mean, what am I going to do, right? So find the Tempests and cast Wisdom of Ages. Pass the turn. I mean, if they kill Zephyr, I just go to 1, and then next turn, maybe I can cast enough removal. I can cast a lot of removal. This game would have been really easy to win if I just didn't spend 6 draws in a row without drawing a land, or 7 draws. Actually, it was more. Crazy stuff. But we've got a chance here. I mean, oh no, we're dead. Because now they can make the Silver Tongue flying, attack with both. Block there. I go to 1, and then they sign and blood me. I feel like this is a really good matchup too. Just the Golgari decks aren't really fast enough to punish me. It would have to be kind of what happened there in order for me to do it, missing land drops on turns like 4, 5, 6, and 7 or something. But that's what happened. It's sad, I know. This deck, it went 5 and 3, which is a good record by any estimation. I feel like this deck could have easily won more, but this is the kind of deck I like to draft, and it's been doing well so far. So this was a good case study, a good quick study, as it were. And, you know, honestly, if instead of Transcendent Archaic and like Stadium Tidal Mage, I had like 2 slightly better win conditions, this deck would be even better. But that really wasn't an issue. It almost came up in the first game. Really what happened is that Seize the Spoils into Quick Study just failed to produce lands, and instead I drew all of my 7 drops and my 6 drop and my other 6 drop. Well, I guess this wasn't the game I drew that. I drew all 4 of those plus my X spell and my Diary of Dreams. Like, those were my draws. That is going to make it tough, and that's part of the weakness of this deck. You do play some expensive spells. So Strixhaven looks awesome. I can't wait to jump into it more, but this has been a good early find, and I think these kinds of decks are quite good. So I'll be back tomorrow, do some cubes and slay the Spire till Strixhaven comes out. Ding, 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 ding. And I'll see you then. On that note, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.